Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Patricia Stuart of Patricia Stuart Originals. I'm going to try something today, and I have, if you can see, the stencil that has a lot of some paint on it, but it's just a lot of flowers. And I do some colorful flowers as a background, and then I will do a screen using Thermofax. I'm going to use my screen print and putting a bike in front of those flowers on top. So we'll see how this comes out. But first I'm going to start with a background pull that's almost a little bit of an age look, using golden fluid acrylics, Titan buff, and nickel azo yellow. Just I can get like an antique aged look. So it's a little more yellow than I wanted. Let's see. Let me just put a little bit more. Just a little. I don't want too much paint. Level it out a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to use some cardstock paper. Take a plain pull. It's good to try things, and I like to try things that are a little different, out of the norm, so to speak. Okay, so we get a nice clean pull here. And now I'm going to use a stencil that has all of these flowers, and I'm going to use some Liquitex basic acrylic on these. And so I'm going to use some purple, and I'm just going to put globs of paint where there are flowers, some red, pink, and they may all end up blending together at some point. Aqua green. Okay, I'm going to use my 2-inch brayer to brayer in. I'm just going for color. I'm not too much concerned with, you know, blending and all of that, just color, mix of color. flowers. A little bit more red. So you might have leaves that are red and other things going on, but I'm just getting some color going here. Hopefully when I pull this off, there'll be enough color distributed. And it is. And so here we have a nice little bouquet. And so now I'm going to take the first pull and put it back on. And so we have a nice pull with a bouquet of flowers, and the ghost print is just as wonderful. And I will pull that with a sheet of my Pacon first print, but first I will put a nice color . Okay, we use the Titan Green Pale and to pull this ghost print. Because this ghost print can also be used for another background. So when we're working with flowers, a floral stencil, you can just mix your colors right there on top of the stencil. You really don't have to do individual colors, just mix them. And so this is a good ghost print. Here's the original, it's not too far off. And the original, and here's the ghost print. Okay, so now I want to take a screen pull using my Thermofax screen. And I want to put this bicycle right in front. And so that's going to be done in black. One of the things from experimenting and playing around with the Thermofax screens, silk screens, I've discovered that it's best to use a thicker paint because the golden fluid or any fluid acrylic type paint doesn't work well. It's too watery and loose. So since I want this to come across, and this says top, so you gotta pull the ink this way from the top. So I have to situate it like this. Okay. And I'm going to tape it down with a little piece of washi tape. So I can make sure it stays put. So the Liquitex or any other thicker paint works well with the screen. So I'm just going to put a layer of paint at the top of the screen, and using an old card pull the paint down with it. And I can get a couple of good pulls with this. When you pull, you must come in the same direction. You can't go back and forth. Make sure that the entire bike okay. And it did. And so I can get another pull from this, which I'm going to do on the ghost print. So I'm going to situate this so I can catch it at the bottom. And let's see. Give another print. And we do. Here's the second pull. And it probably could do it again for me. But I'm going to now dump this in a pan of water that's sitting here so the paint won't dry on it. So here is first print, and here is the second. And so these are pretty fun to do with the screen printing. Now I could have used a different color for the bite, but since I wanted a colorful background, I left it like this. And what's fun with the screen print is the fact that You can use them on cards. You can do your nice colorful design on cards. Your background, and then pull your print. And your print can be in black and white, just black, or you can do a solid background, and then you could, as you're pulling down on the screen, you could mix your colors going across, and this way you'll get multiple colors or one solid color, whichever you would prefer. But I just wanted to show you that with the Thermofax silk screen, it does nicely. And also, if you don't have Thermofax, you might have a stencil that has a bike on it, and you will still get the same effect. So I like the Thermofax silk screens. They're very easy to use. You just have to remember to put them in water right away so that the paint won't dry on it. And you rinse it off, towel dry it, and that's it. It comes clean for you again. So, this is just a quick, a bit of a quick tip in using these silk screens. Again, as I said before, your flowers, when you put a stencil on, you can just put multiple colors on top of the stencil and use your brayer. It's faster and easier to get the different colors that you want. So, you might want to get some Thermofax screens. I'll put the information in the description box for you. Thanks for stopping in to catch another quick segment with me. Keep doing art, and as I always say, till next time.